A tiny, hoofed creature scurried toward the safety of the water 55 million years ago in the shadow of what would eventually become the Himalayas. This lowly creature, known as the pig of India or Indohyus, was scarcely bigger than a raccoon. Whales are related to the Indohyus, which is an extinct chevrotain-like ungulate. Approximately 48 million years ago, whales have split from them. Its secret, a life mostly submerged in water, was hinted at by its solid bones, which were abnormally weighty. Similar to anchors, these bones provided ballast, connecting it to a world below the waters. Indohyus had a deer-like face, delicate hooves, and a small build. But beneath its humble exterior was a secret far greater. A swollen knob of bone known as the involucrum was a telling indicator located deep within its ear bones. Whales are the only animal group in the world to have this trait. The earliest known relative of the ocean's giants, this little unassuming creature was more than just a deer-like animal. These days, whales are sleek, carnivorous, gorgeous aquatic creatures. The skull bones of whales are elongated. The nostrils form blowholes on top of the heads of whales. They have specialized forelimbs, which then evolved into flippers. They have small hind limbs and pelvis. However, they are descended from hoofed artiodactyls, such as deer, pigs, and camels. Whales are warm-blooded animals. A layer of fat or blubber is present under their skin. The huge hippopotamuses are the closest living cousins of whales, as DNA gently reveals their closeness. Similar to Indohyus, hippos are distant cousins of whales, kindred spirits from a time when the journey to the sea was just getting started, rather than direct forebears. Unlike its contemporary whale ancestors, Indohyus did not hunt. It ate plants. It may have experimented with omnivory, but it never hunted. It was fear, not hunger, that gave rise to its aquatic tendencies. It probably lived as the chevrotain does now, slipping into water to avoid shrewd hunters, in order to avoid predators. After that, some 50 million years ago, Pakicetus appeared. When its fossils were originally discovered in Pakistan's sun-baked soils, they showed a wolf-like species bigger than Indohyus. Even though it continued to travel the land, Pakicetus's big snout and keen teeth made it a predator, and it devoured fish and other small animals. However, it was also bound to the water, possibly just as much as an otter is now. The walking whale, Ambulocetus, a marvel of evolution, eventually appeared. It was still able to support itself on land 47 million years ago, but it was more dependent on the sea. It hunted like a crocodile, hiding in stillness before striking, its limbs shorter than its ancestors and its tail flattened for aquatic grace. Its teeth suggested the struggle of larger prey, and its long, narrow cranium promised strength. Ambulocetus was a bridge between the land and the sea, standing at the intersection of two realms. The Improtocetids appeared as the epochs progressed. Rhodocetus was one among them. Its nostrils migrated upward on its skull, a precursor to the blowholes of contemporary whales. Beyond the Tethys Ocean, a watery cradle surrounded by what would become India and Pakistan, these species expanded farther out into the oceans. Protochetus's fossils describe his trips to Egypt, while Dyspargocetus, also known as the traveling whale, traveled to Peru across the Atlantic. Even these early whales, however, held on to the shore. Their preserved evidence of land-based births and skeletal structure reveal a world that has not yet been completely abandoned. The whales did not fully embrace the ocean until the emergence of the basilosaurids. Sleek and effective, Dorudon no longer required land. Its forelimbs had become strong flippers, but its back limbs had withered to nothing. Its stomach showed that it had eaten fish and possibly other whales, making it a genuine predator. Among them, however, were the enormous and serpentine Basilosaurus, which was more than 20 meters long. These ancient sea kings pursued sharks and even their relatives, as evidenced by the bite marks on Dorudon skeletons. They were not the whales of today. Their forms were more like to those of extinct marine reptiles, and their intelligence was more modest. Yet, completely aquatic and completely at home in the embrace of the water, they were a triumph of adaptation. The Earth changed again 30 million years ago. As the basilosaurids declined, the ancestors of contemporary whales took their place. The clicks of toothed cetaceans and the songs of baleen whales, the airs of a voyage that started when a little deer-like creature sought safety in the ocean, now filled the waters. Thus, the story of the whale is one of metamorphosis, of modest beginnings and unbounded ambition, from the raccoon-sized Indohyus to the leviathans of today. The whale's journey from rivers to oceans, from prey to predator, is proof of the force of evolution and the sea's unrelenting pull. The relationship between whales and humans existed from the Stone Age to till date. Please like, share, and subscribe for more interesting videos.